Did you know Islam is on track to become America's second largest religion by 2040? But the most surprising part isn't about birth rates or immigration. It's that, according to the Pew Research Center, nearly 1 in 5 American Muslims chose the faith. They weren't born into it. So who are they? And why are thousands of Americans leaving their old lives for this new faith? This isn't just a numbers game, it's about hundreds of thousands of Americans making a deliberate, life-changing decision. The real reasons are not what you think. Stay with us as we dive into the hard data, explore the demographic trends, and uncover the powerful personal reasons leading a growing number of Americans to find a home in Islam. To understand the why, you have to get the what, and the numbers tell a fascinating story. Getting an exact count is tough, but credible sources like the 2020 US Religion Census put the number at 4.45 million, while other recent estimates are closer to 3.5 million. But the exact figure isn't the real story. It's the trajectory. Projections from the Pew Research Center suggest the US Muslim population could hit 8.1 million by 2050, and by 2040, Islam is set to become the second largest religion in the country, right after Christianity. While immigration and higher birth rates are part of this growth, the factor everyone overlooks is conversion. A staggering 1 in 5 American Muslims chose the faith. And while some people do leave Islam, Pew Research found that the number of people converting to Islam keeps the community stable and growing. This represents hundreds of thousands of individual Americans making a conscious choice to change their lives. So, who are they? When you look at the data, the profile of the average American convert to Islam shatters stereotypes. Recent studies from respected sources like ISPU paint a picture of incredible diversity, but with clear trends. First, a stunning 92% of converts are American-born. This is a homegrown phenomenon. Second, and maybe the most critical fact, half of all American converts to Islam are Black. This deep connection isn't new, but it's powerful, pointing to a long history where Islam has offered a powerful answer to America's racial struggles. The diversity doesn't stop there. After Black Americans, the next largest groups are non-Hispanic whites at 25% and a booming segment of Hispanic Americans, now making up 17% of all converts. In fact, many now see Latinos as one of the fastest growing ethnic groups embracing Islam in the US. The gender split also surprises many. The conversion rate is nearly even between men and women, and in the Latino Muslim community specifically, studies show women actually make up the majority of new converts. Finally, their background. A massive 77% of converts came from Christianity, with another 19% raised without any religion. These are not people looking for a small spiritual tweak. They are making a fundamental shift. This profile of the American convert is already shattering stereotypes. If you're finding this data as fascinating as we do, take a second to hit the like button. It lets us know you're enjoying the breakdown, and you'll definitely want to stick around. Because the question of why they're converting is where the real story begins. The data tells us who is converting, but the why is about the deeper gaps in modern American life that lead people to seek an alternative. The research shows it's not one single thing, but 4 powerful connected searches. Hit the like button on this video to see the first 4 reasons so I can get some energy and we can dive into the rest of the scientific reasons. First is the search for justice and identity. For many Black Americans, Islam provides a strong message of racial equality and dignity they feel is missing elsewhere. It offers a spiritual identity free from the baggage of slavery and systemic racism. For the 50% of converts who are Black, Islam is often seen as a spiritual home that flat out rejects racial hierarchy. Similarly, for the growing number of Latino converts, Islam offers a unique identity. Many talk about reverting, not converting. They point to the 800 years of Islamic history in Spain, Al-Andalus, which shaped Spanish culture, language, and art. For them, choosing Islam is like rediscovering a lost piece of their own Hispanic heritage. It's a powerful reclaiming of their history. The second driver is the search for community and belonging. In a society that feels more individualistic and lonely, mosques offer a sharp contrast. Converts often describe finding an instant supportive community, a diverse brotherhood and sisterhood that cuts across race and class. In a world where social connections are weak, the built-in community of Islam is a huge draw. Third is the search for structure and meaning. Many people today feel lost in a world of moral gray areas. Islam offers a clear framework for life. The 5 daily prayers, fasting during Ramadan, the clear ethical rules. For many, this structure isn't restrictive, it's liberating. It's a spiritual anchor in a chaotic world. While wellness culture often pushes a spiritual but not religious idea, these converts are specifically rejecting that vagueness for discipline and a direct connection to God. Finally, there's the search for empowerment, especially for women. Contrary to the story we often hear in the West, many female converts say they feel the exact opposite of oppressed. They talk about feeling liberated from the hypersexualization of Western culture. They feel Islam values them for their character and mind, not their looks. For these women, wearing a hijab isn't about submission. It's a bold act of defiance against a society that they feel constantly objectifies them. So, what is the surprising reason so many Americans are choosing Islam? It's that there isn't just one. The surprising truth is that Islam's growth in America is fueled by its ability to offer a complete solution to some of modern life's biggest anxieties. For many, it's not just a religion, it's an answer. It's an answer to racial injustice for the Black community and a way to reclaim history for Latinos. It's an answer to the loneliness of our society, offering a diverse global family. It's an answer to spiritual emptiness, providing clear structure, purpose, and a direct line to God. And for many women, it's an answer to a culture of objectification, offering a path to dignity and empowerment. So, the surprising reason is the convergence of all these things. The rise of converts to Islam is a powerful commentary on our society. It shows a deep hunger for justice, community, meaning, and identity that millions of Americans aren't finding anywhere else. They're finding a complete system that addresses their spiritual, social, and psychological needs all at once. It's a radical choice, and for a growing number, it's the one that makes the most sense. The story of Islam in America isn't what you might think. It's not just about immigration. It's a story being written right here, in our own towns, by people born and raised as our neighbors. The steady growth, driven by a stream of American converts from all backgrounds, proves this isn't a passing trend. It's a major, lasting shift in America's religious landscape. The data shows a community that's young, diverse, and deeply engaged. This leaves us with a big question. As this community keeps growing, what does this search for meaning, structure, and justice tell us about the future of American identity itself? If you found this analysis insightful, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What factor do you think is the biggest driver behind this trend? Share your perspective, and let's keep the conversation going.